Alright, I'm trying to figure out my cab mounts. This is the very rear cab mount. If you look at this screwdriver, it's dropped down through the cab mount hole and it touches the frame. The very edge of the frame right here. And the other side, move this hockey puck here. The other side does about the same thing. So it shows we got the cab on here pretty square. So have to figure out, we're about 4 inches off the frame. Hockey puck's about an inch thick, so it'll go up here, whatever we decide to make up that 3-inch difference. That will isolate the noise from the cab. Then in the front here, that's the middlemost hole. It's right in front of the seat. And here it is with the screwdriver dropped through it, and it's not going to be straight because it's hitting the front of the seat frame. But if it was straight, I marked the center line right here with an arrow. So I've got to come up with something. It's about a half an inch off of the frame. And then this is the next to the front hole right here. And it's about a 1/4 inch off the bottom lip of the frame where the transmission cross member went. And then here's the very front hole right here. And as you see, it's about the same distance off of the very front of where the transmission cross member went. So I guess we'll do some CAD, cardboard aided design, and draw up some stuff to cut out of plate. And here's the other side right here, the passenger side. And because the transmission cross member's made different on both sides, it falls out, and that's a couple, like 2.5 inches off the frame rail. And then the next mount back on the passenger side. That's a good distance. It's probably 4 inches off the frame rail. But whatever, this mount right here, I think I'm going to incorporate it in with the battery box, because I think I'm going to put the battery box on the cross member right here. So that mount will be at the very front of the battery box more than likely. So I think I'm going to have the battery going long ways right here on top of this cross member. That way it leaves me quite a bit of room on the inside here to run the exhaust. You can see there's the header, and it'll come right back by the transmission right here and go straight back. And then the final mount, which is holes right here, I guess the blade of that screwdriver is bigger than this other one here. There you go. and it, like the other side, it's going to be it's going to show at an angle here because it's sitting in front of the seat. So, but anyhow, if you look at it straight, it's probably right here. So this might be, maybe make a plate on the back here that will catch the back of the battery box maybe, or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take some cardboard and make some templates of something to cut out of some steel, or we can weld some mounts on the frame here. And I guess we'll put all 4 of these back in here just to make sure we're solid on the frame as it would have been originally. And then it looks like I'll have to make some more measurements, but I know the distance from the back mount and the middle, the mount in front of the seat's going to be the same height. These front mounts, both of them will probably be at the same height. So we'll do some more measurements. I've got the truck on stands right now. I'll set it on the floor and make some measurements from the bottom of the frame rail and top of the frame rail, front and rear, in all 4 positions on both sides, so all 8 positions, to verify and make sure that we get this cab on the frame level. And then we'll take the thickness, whatever we figure out, the height from the frame. We'll take the thickness of our hockey pucks away from that so that we can mount the cab at the height that we want it all the way around. But if you look, the motor placement looks really good. And we've actually, I think we're going to have to slide the motor back just a touch to get some water pump clearance. We can do it. We might have to notch the firewall on the passenger side to do it, but I don't think it's going to be an issue. And then when we do the front 2 mounts over here, you can see the holes from here. When we do these front 2 mounts over here, we'll incorporate our brake and clutch mount off of this body mount over here, or these 2 body mounts over here. That way we'll have it hooked in there somewhere or another to where it's all mounted up nice and solid. So our master cylinder and our clutch master will come out in this area here somewhere. Because the pedals come out up there, but the master cylinder and the clutch master will be behind the pedals. So they'll be in this general area here somewhere. And we'll try to, because we'll try to use some of this space over here too. The clutch master doesn't take up a whole bunch of room, and we're going to be using a Hydro Boost for the power brakes, so it's not as big as a vacuum diaphragm is. So we're going to try to leave, like on the other side, this area right in here clear for the exhaust. That way we can run it straight through here and not have an issue with exhaust clearance. We're trying to make sure everything fits in here well. So that's the plan, and that's where we're at right now. So once I get something drawn up and figured out, I'll see what kind of steel I need to buy. Go buy me some pieces of steel and get that cut out, and then we'll get to welding stuff up and drilling some holes and getting that together. So just wanted to give y'all an update. Kind of took the weekend off and spent some time with my son and his family. My granddaughter's birthday was today, but we celebrated yesterday, or Saturday and yesterday. Today's Monday. This probably won't be uploaded until Tuesday, but that's because of my slow internet. But anyhow, that's where we're at, and y'all stay tuned and we'll show you more as we go. But that's what we're looking at right now, and it's coming along. Thanks.